So last Saturday, a friend and I actually drove like 30 minutes out of the city to Rochester to see a Jimmy Dore show.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was good to see this friend again. We hadn't gotten to hang out a lot, but it was definitely an interesting experience, though. We were expecting it to be more in the form of his podcast, but it was actually a comedy show that both he and his wife did. His wife came out as the opener. I don't know. The whole experience was just very surreal.
So wait, did he just do stand-up?
Yeah, it was completely stand-up.
Okay.
His wife starts out with a bit about how, the COVID vaccine is completely safe. It's all going to be good. You're all idiots for not taking it. Oh, no, I caught it, but it's just a breakthrough case. And then she, falls on the floor. And everybody starts laughing. And I thought I was, terminally online and everything, but I'd never heard about this before. Apparently there was some liberal comedian who, died from COVID, and they were doing, a bit on it or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not.
It was this strange... Yeah.
Go ahead. I hadn't heard
Sorry.
that.
No, yeah. It was just a very strange mix of bouncing back and forth between, super anti-COVID, anti-lockdown, anti-government mandate kind of jokes along those lines. And then flashing back and forth, doing a lot of, celebrity impressions and things along those lines. But Jimmy also just did this entire kind of story about his psychology. It started out with him being super scared about COVID first, and then more and more people not really taking it seriously at all, leading to him. He was drinking a lot during the lockdown, according to his story. Got a little bit better as it came out of it and everything, but then he gets the infection after getting the vaccine, and he says he barely got affected by it and stuff, and it just, I don't know. It was the place that he was putting his psychology on it, and it was very effective with the crowd.
Well, I mean, they're self-selecting, right? I mean, they're his fans in the first place, so they're excited to see him. I mean, that is, he's not drawing in people who haven't seen his show and watch it on a regular basis.
Well, there were markedly silent periods, too. He was doing a bunch of different impressions of people, especially DNC people, and then moved on to McConnell and Trump, kind of going into the problems with Trump. And he just got silenced then. His wife was killing during the anti-vaccine stuff. She goes on and does a few pro-abortion jokes and everything, and it was just utter quiet in the crowd itself.
Are you suggesting that maybe his crowd was full of right-wingers, and that when he had anything to say that was critical of the Republicans, they all went quiet?
That tended to be the crowd. It was just strange, though, because you did get people who had a lot of, free Assange, very crazy left-wing stuff, but then we were sitting right next to a guy wearing a Jordan Peterson, Hail Hydra T-shirt, the Hail Lobster T-shirt thing.
I mean, I think that describes his audience now, to be honest with you. I mean, in our, I don't actually have a file folder system like this, but when I contemplate him now, for the most part, I don't know what's in his heart. I don't really care. I'm just more interested in he's relevant to me in terms of who is he saying? What is he saying to whom? And if you look at his channel, he is playing to right wingers and to anti-establishmentarian people, largely campus, I think, and so. When we talk about him to the extent that we do anymore, it is less because we share an audience. That's what the initial reason was. And now more just because it's funny.
Absolutely.
But that's an interesting night out. I appreciate the update.
Appreciate the time. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely one.
All right, folks, that ends the phone call portion of our program. Thank you. Apologies to those who were on hold. Many of you were on hold for about an hour. We're going to read some IMs now, and then we will get going. Tojo's bald head. Can I get a shofar for Thurston Walfol's rip? R.I.P. the greatest cat meme. I don't know what that means, but okay.